Okay guys, so we're going to show you how to vacuum the pool here. So this is going to be the same thing for whatever system you have. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, remember your three-way valve here that I showed you at the pool school. We've got the skimmer and the main drain. So this is the manual vacuum we're hooking up here. We're not hooking up the robot vacuum or anything. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is put the suction on the skimmer side only, because we're going to be connecting our vacuum to the skimmer. Okay, so for 3/4 of people, you're going to turn your off position towards the main drain, but not completely off. Okay, you're going to go just about 3/4 of the way. Okay, you're going to do this if you have the IntelliFlow pump or the 1.5 horsepower variable speed pump. So basically, if your pump does different speeds, high and low, this is what you're going to do. If you have a single speed pump that does not go high speed, low speed, that kind of stuff, you're just going to close the main drains completely off. Okay, so if you got a variable speed pump, we're going to go right here. So I'm turning off the main drains about 3/4, so I'm still letting some main drain water go to the pump. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your pump on high speed. Okay, so in this pool here we have the IntelliFlow pump with an easy touch system, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on high speed. Whatever pump you have, reference your pool school video to know how to turn your pump onto high speed. Okay, you might have the 1.5 where you got to push a button here to turn it on high speed, or anything else. Okay, if you have just a single speed pump and your valve is over here, don't worry, skip the step, you don't have to go to high speed. Okay, so variable speed pump, we've got this here. I'm gonna go turn that on high speed. Okay, and now my pump is on high speed. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the pool. Okay, so we've set our pump to high speed, and we've got most of the suction coming from the skimmer, which remember is a square box on the side of the wall. So the bottom drains have very little suction right now. It's mainly going through here. And you can see we're on high speed. You can really see the jets are agitated. They might be positioned differently on your pool, so it might not look exactly like this, but as long as you're on high speed, that's good. Okay? To vacuum, you need all these parts here. Okay, so somebody conveniently left them here for me. So you need your vacuum pole, your vacuum head, your skimmer adapter plate, and then your hose. Okay, the hose is very easy to use. White goes to the white skimmer adapter plate. Okay, and then blue is going to go to your blue vacuum head. Okay, so white to white, blue to blue. Take your hose and just throw it in the water. It's easier. Okay, and then you're going to connect your pole to your head here. Okay, every pole, if it's a different pole than this, it's all the same thing. It's just the little dots, and that connects in there like that. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going to the skimmer. Okay, most people don't have the screws in their skimmer lid. If you have screws in your skimmer lid, just grab a Phillips screwdriver, take those off. Okay, inside there you can see the suction in the skimmer. Okay, and there's a basket down there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're basically going to take this adapter head and we're just going to plop it over the skimmer basket like that. Okay, all the debris is going to collect into the basket, and then when you're done vacuuming, you'll be able to empty the basket. Okay, don't vacuum with no basket unless your system's slightly different than this one. Always vacuum with the basket, because the stuff collects in the basket instead of going all the way to the pump. So it's just easier for you to clean. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this end of the hose in the water. Once it goes in the water, it has to stay in the water all times until you're done vacuuming. Okay, so I go ahead, I put this in the water. Now, before I go ahead and just put this in here, I want to make sure that all the air in my hose is gone. So if you look at my hose in the pool here, it's floating in the water. This is full of air. If I just go and connect this in right now, we're probably going to lose the prime on the pump, so the pump will have no suction. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this end here. So if you look at your vacuum hose, see the hole there in the middle? Okay, so I'm going to connect that. I'm going to push it right up against a return. Okay, so a return is just a jet in your pool. So it's the jets in the wall that shoot the water out. Okay, so if you're one person here, I've just leaned the adapter there off the pool deck, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, now I'm going to come over here with my pole, and I'm going to stick that hole right over the jet. Okay, now you can see my hose is starting to sink down, and you're gonna wait till you see water shoot out of that adapter plate. Okay, so now we've got water shooting out. Did you get that on camera there? Okay. So now you're gonna walk over, you're gonna plop that skimmer adapter plate right into the skimmer. Okay, and you feel it grab there. It's gonna grab the adapter plate. Okay. So now you're vacuuming. Okay. So at this point, I have to make sure that I keep my vacuum head under the water all the time. Okay. Now, when you're using your vacuum, this is not like the vacuum inside your house. You've got to go slowly. So I don't know if you can see in the camera, there's a little pile of dirt right there in front of the stairs. Okay. So you'll get the hang of it. You vacuum, but my technique, what I use is I angle my my head up a little bit because I don't want to push the dirt away. I want to actually go on top of it so that it grabs it. Okay. If you just push it away like that, it just floats away. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty. We're getting into details here, but it's you'll get the hang of it. Okay, when you're done vacuuming, don't just lift this out of the water, because if you lift it out of the water, then you're getting air in the system. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna rest your pool pole on a corner or somewhere in your pool where it doesn't fall in. Okay, and then you're gonna go to the pad and we're gonna shut our skimmer off. Then we can pull our hose out and then roll it up and then go back to our normal operation of the pool. Okay, if you try to just pull that out, if you're strong enough, you might be able to pull it out, but you can snap the plastic around the adapter plate and the vacuum hose. So just make sure to shut the suction off, because pumps nowadays are pretty strong. Okay, so we'll go do that now. Okay, so this is how I left it. So what I want to do is I want to shut my skimmer off, so off position towards the skimmer. So now I've lost complete suction on my vacuum. So now I can go back to the skimmer, pull my vacuum hose up, roll it up. Once I'm done with that, then I can go back to my normal operation. And then remember to turn your high speed off after you're done that too. Okay, so that's it for the vacuum.